What's up, my beautiful entrepreneurs? If you're here right now, that's because you've been looking for coffee butter and you realize how expensive it was and you want to see if you can make it yourself. And I'm here to let you know that you can. And it's simple and it's easy and you already have the products that you need. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into the video. So when it comes to making coffee butter, it's really simple. Again, you already have these products and you use them all of the time. So in this formula, we're going to have shea butter. Then we're going to use cocoa butter. Then we're going to make a coffee oil for this product. And then we're going to use green tea coffee extract. Now, these are all really great ingredients that are going to really give you those coffee benefits that you need, but still make it a butter that you'll be able to use for a multitude of products that you may have in your product line. So when it comes to each ingredient, you're going to have your shea butter. Now, I like using shea butter because it still has a lot of great firming qualities. It has great qualities when it comes to helping with dry skin, stretch marks, really helping with cellulite. And so shea butter is a really great ingredient. We're using this at 50% of the overall formula. So this is a lot, but this is going to be you making your own ingredient pretty much. So you have majority of it is going to be shea butter because you still want it to have a nice firm but soft texture to it. Then we're going to be adding in cocoa butter. Now, cocoa butter, I'm mainly using this because I don't want the product to be too soft. I still want it to have some firmness to it. We are going to be adding in oil as well, so I don't want the oil to overtake the shea butter and make it way too soft. So by adding in the cocoa butter, it will help to bring back a little bit of firmness and help that shea butter out a little bit more as well. And this is going to be at 20% of the overall formula. Now we're gonna get to the coffee oil. Coffee oil itself is going to be 29% of the overall formula. Now, when it comes to making coffee oil, this is super simple and easy. So we're basically going to take coffee. So we're going to take coffee grounds and we're going to take 1 part coffee to 4 parts of oil. Now, I used sunflower oil. This is an oil that I have on hand that's cheap, easy to use, and absorbs nicely into the skin. So it's a really great way to combine to the butters that you're already going to be adding into this formula. You don't want anything that's going to be too thick or hard to infuse the coffee into. Now, when it comes to making your coffee oil, you have 2 choices when you're making it. You can either do a cold press option or you can do the heat pressed option. Basically, the difference here is going to be that you take your coffee, you add the oil for the cold press, and you just allow it to sit. You don't do anything, you don't touch it, you just add it together and leave it alone. Then you have the heat pressed option where you're going to take the coffee and the oil and allow it to heat together, and then you use that product as your coffee oil. But when I made it, I did both. So basically, I took the coffee grounds and I took the oil. I did 1 part coffee, 4 parts oil. I added it to the heat and I allowed it to steep for about 2 hours. Then I took it off of the stove and then I put it in a dark bottle and I allowed it to sit in my storage closet for about 3 weeks. So this is great because not only are you able to get the heat to infuse a little bit faster into the oil so it really starts to seep in quickly. Then when you allow it to actually sit by itself for a few weeks, then it really starts to penetrate the oil. They really start to get married and really start to infuse, and you really get those quality benefits of the coffee into the oil. Once you allow everything to sit with each other for about 3 weeks, then you're going to be able to strain it. Now, I use a strainer. Don't use a strainer, use a cheesecloth, because then it's really going to get all of the coffee beans to stay and not to seep through and get into your oils. After you add in your coffee bean oil, then you're going to be adding in a green coffee extract. Now, a green coffee extract is going to have really great qualities when it comes to cellulite, when it comes to stretch marks, dark spots. Green coffee extract, and this really is 2 different products. There is a coffee bean extract, and then there is a green coffee extract. And the green coffee extract is really what you want to use. If you look at a lot of the cellulite creams or body butters, you will notice that they're using green coffee extract or green bean coffee extract in order to create a product that will really help truly with cellulite and those dark spots and everything on your skin. So definitely use green tea extract, and I'm just using this at 1%. What I love about it is that it does add in an extra aroma to the coffee butter, so you really get that coffee scent with it, but then it also adds in a little bit of more dark color to it as well. So it's just a nice way to add in a little oomph to the product. Okay, now for a quick tip. When you're using the coffee to make your coffee oil, the best thing to use is a dark roast coffee ground. And I say this because this will really drastically change the way the color comes out of your coffee butter. If you use a medium roast or a light roast, you're going to get a very, very light brown color. It's not going to be very strong in that coffee scent, and nor is it going to be really that strong in those coffee benefits either. A dark roast is going to be a lot better than using a medium roast. So when you're making your coffee butter, the best thing to do, I just took the shea butter and I took the cocoa butter. I allowed those two to melt together on a double boiler, and from there I took that out, and there I left it in the double boiler, and I added in the coffee oil just to allow it to kind of come to temperature and kind of mix and marry so that it wasn't too cool for the other oils that I had already put in there. So I just allowed it to kind of mix together. And then from there, I took that out of the double boiler and I put it in a large jar that was wide mouth, so it'll be easy to dig out of, and allow it to all cool. You are using this as an overall ingredient for another product, so it doesn't need to be whipped. If you're trying to make just a coffee butter, that's going to be a completely different story. But this is just for you to simply make coffee butter as a add-on ingredient to other products that you're already making. So one thing I noticed after making this and allowing everything to cool is that this is going to be a very soft texture. It's going to be really soft. It's going to be really soft to touch. It melts into your skin really easily, and it really dissolves nicely and quickly. You want it to be soft. You don't want it to be overly hard, and it's not going to be like your average body butter. If that's what you're trying to make, then this isn't going to be the product that you want to use. You're going to use this product to mainly make body lotions. You can make body creams with this. You can also make your sugar scrubs, or like any lip scrubs, or like any body scrubs that you want to make. That is what this product was going to be used for, because those are products that are already going to be loose in texture anyways, and you're not adding something that's too heavy to the product. This is going to be a light butter that you can add that's going to have all these extra ingredients within it. So this is a really good ingredient for those forms of products. Now for a quick tip. When it comes to making coffee butter, this is a great ingredient to add into your body creams or body lotions. This is because all of the great benefits that are in this coffee butter, you really want this to be able to penetrate into the skin. When it comes to your skin layers, there are 3 major layers. You have your epidermis, then you have the dermis, and then the hypodermis. And when it comes to this coffee butter and adding it into a body cream, this will allow for the body, for the coffee oil and all of those great benefits to really seep deep into your hypodermis. And that's really what you want. You want it to get as deep as possible into the skin to really to really have those benefits be useful. When it comes to cellulite, this is a deep skin issue. It's not on the surface level. It looks surface, but this is a deep skin issue. So you want to make sure that you're using this ingredient properly, and it's allowing it to get all the way down into the hypodermis of your skin layers and not sit on the surface. And the best way to do that is by having a water-based product. Water moves everything. Body butter is not going to seep deep into your skin and seep deep into your pores. Body butter is a very surface level moisturizer. So if you really want to get deep into your skin, really tackle those skincare issues, then you really want to use a product that is more water-based, that's really going to get into your skin. Okay, so now that we know how to make our coffee butter, watch this video here where I show you how to make a coffee sugar scrub. That's a really great product to add onto your skincare line that can really help with cellulite and really help to exfoliate your skin. This is a really great formula, so definitely go ahead and check that out, and I'll catch you in the next one.